Hey guys, welcome to the show. Today I have something really special to share with you guys. I'm going to share with you my 5 top tips to stay creative during the quarantine. Now, please make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to share my most important and number 1 tip to stay creative. So let's go and check it out. So tip number 5, go and visit a virtual museum tour. What do I mean by that? You know, before all of this happened, one of the things that I would love to do is to visit museums, to look at art. That really kept me inspired and creative. Well, since the museums closed, I recently found out that you can actually do the virtual tours for some of the greatest museums in the world, like the British Museum, the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York, the Getty Museum, and the one that I just visited a few nights ago, the Louvre in Paris. Can you believe sitting in front of your computer and looking at the Mona Lisa? That was really exciting and very inspiring. So I highly recommend that you guys go and check out these virtual tours. We'll put a couple of links down below for you to go and check it out, especially the Louvre. I thought that was fantastic. And really the way you do that is when you go on the site, on the virtual site, you could see the different rooms within the Louvre. So let's say you want to go in the room where the Mona Lisa is, you click on it, and then here you are in the room. You can look up, you can look down, you could see all the paintings, and it's just fantastic. So make sure you go and check that out. Number 4, listen to audiobooks. Now, I've been listening to audiobooks since I was in college. I would actually buy it in CDs. I would download it into my computer and listen to it that way. Now, we have great services like Audible that provides amazing service to listen to all these great audiobooks. Now, to give you guys some examples of some of the books that I listened to that have really inspired me, I just finished reading The Decision by Kevin Hart. Great book. He talks about doing business, how he stays inspired, and the multi-million-dollar entertainment empire that he's running right now, dealing with a lot of different aspects of his business. He talks about that, so that's a great book. I also finished reading a book called Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss, where he actually talks to hundreds of individuals that are leaders in their businesses. And he basically takes just a few nuggets from each of these individuals and put it on his book. So it's a great read if you're looking for tips to stay creative, if you're in business, entertainment, any field. And I also love biographies. I just finished reading Phil Collins's biography, written by him actually. Fascinating how he started out in Genesis, even before, which I really wasn't aware how he started out, you know, as a drummer and then getting on to Genesis and as a solo artist, very successful, and then later on writing music for Disney movies. So that was really, really fascinating to me. Elton John, also a great read. So as you could see, there's so many great books that you can tap into, and it really keeps you creative and also gives you some ideas how some of these legends have been able to really craft their careers. So definitely check it out. I'll put a link to Audible down. It's not a sponsored thing. I just love their service. So make sure you check that out. Tip number 3, find a place in your home or a place that you can just get away from everything and become creative. What do I mean by that? For me, for instance, I have my 2 kids at home. They're doing their schooling on Zoom. My wife is working from home. So there's a lot of noise, a lot of distraction going on for me. So I have to find a place to go to become creative. Now I'm fortunate to have a little studio outside my house here that I can come to and be creative, but anybody could do this really. Try creating an invisible barrier between your personal life and professional life. And what I mean by that is you want to have a little corner in your house where you can go and be creative and pretty much shut out the rest of the world, right? And that's, for us creators, in creative people, that's very important because there's so much noise, so much stuff going on in the world right now. So we want to shield ourselves from that and be able to find a little corner that we can go to. So I definitely recommend that. Tip number 4, doing projects outside your comfort zone. So what do I mean by that? Look, I'm doing this show. Normally I would just be playing. I'm a recording artist. I'm in the studio recording music. But here I decided to step outside my comfort zone and do something that I haven't done before, and it's okay. And you guys are watching it. You're watching it right now, right? Think about what else you want to do. Yes, you could be a recording artist, you could be a pianist, you could be, a film director, you could be whatever, but you could also think about what else do I want to do? Because this is the time to create more content. This is the best time to experiment. And this is what I've been doing for the last few months, doing the show, doing different things. I scored a film recently. So I think it's a great time to get out of your comfort zone and work on different projects. On this show, I had great opportunities to meet wonderful creators like comedian Maz Jobrani, amazing director Bill Duke, Randy Greenberg, who's an executive producer for The Meg. All these wonderful creators. And my friend Richard, which I haven't seen in a long time, he was obviously a sound designer and won an Oscar for Raiders of the Lost Ark, but he was in the middle of doing a feature film. So through him coming on the show and rekindling our relationship after a while, he invited me to score his first feature film. So as you could see, if you open yourself up to be creative, doors will open. So definitely keep that in mind. So my number 1 tip, and I think it's the most important tip. So if you forget about everything I said so far and you just do this, I think it's gonna be fine. And that is to take care of yourself and your health. I think health to me is probably the most important thing, because without it, you can't be creative. You can't do any of these projects that we just talked about, right? So what I mean by that, health and fitness, it's not one thing. Now, over the years, I've gone through losing weight, gaining weight, being healthy, not being healthy. Most of the time I'm stuck behind my piano here. So I gained a lot of weight. In beginning of this year, I decided, it's time for me to get really healthy. And you know what I found out? That being healthy, it's not one thing. It's not just about nutrition, okay? Some people say, I'm gonna go low carb, I'm gonna go keto, and everything is gonna clear up and I'm gonna lose a bunch of weight. Well, it's really not about that. What I found out that health is about a few things. Yes, nutrition is a part of it, but also exercise is another part of it. Managing stress is another part of it. So all of these things combined makes you healthy. That's what I found out. So I was able to lose about 40 pounds this year. I'm really proud to say that, and I feel fantastic. And doing that, not by saying, okay, I'm just gonna cut carbs or I'm just gonna go keto. It's by doing different things. It's making it into a lifestyle. That's what it's about. So it's not being healthy, it's about changing your lifestyle. It's not just for 6 weeks, I'm gonna go low carb. No, it's about long term. Can you do it for the rest of your life? And, I had a wonderful, amazing celebrity trainer that came on the show, Grant Roberts. He was able to explain that to me a little bit more and giving me some tips that really helped me quite a bit. But stay healthy, take care of yourself, exercise, but don't think about one thing. It's not just about nutrition, because when I talk to people, they always say, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm just gonna stop eating carbs, I'm gonna stop doing this. Don't stop anything. You can have everything in moderation. And look, I've been able to lose a bunch of weight by just doing things in moderation. So I hope these tips really helped you guys. And if you have any other ones that you are doing, and I did mention, please put it on the comments below. I personally answer every single comment myself, so please make sure you do that. And if you enjoy the show, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I can't wait to see you on the next show.